Hello friends. Suppose a situation arises where you have to eat an alive frog daily, and you have to eat it without any excuse. Then what time of a day would you like to eat that frog? Tracy, who is a consultant of many successful companies and CEO and also the author of this book, says the best time of eating the frog will be early in the morning, immediate after you wake up. Because eating a frog will be the most difficult thing for you, and nothing can be as worst as this. So it will be better if you do that difficult task early in the morning, so that you can spend the entire day stress and tension free. Here frog example is being related to your important work, which needs to be completed as soon as possible. Most of the time we just avoid doing difficult and important work. By saying we will do it in the second half or at night or tomorrow, we procrastinate it. Just like looking at that frog and thinking of eat later or after some time, which do nothing, just increases your stress level and tension. Also, the reason behind completing the difficult task in the morning is that in early morning our willpower is maximum, because of which we can complete that difficult work easily. You must have noticed when we finish doing some work, especially the important and the difficult task, we feel relaxed and good. This happens because our brain releases an endorphin substance, which makes us feel good and relax by a giving natural high. Now to get success, we should take this process of completing task and feeling relaxed as a positive addiction, and should make it a habit. Because completing important work daily by managing the time properly will make us feel good, but also increases our confidence and self-esteem. And to make all these things possible, author have shown many practical ways, from which I will share some of the principles with you all, through which you can make a proper use of your time and can achieve your goals and success. So let's begin. Number 1. Set the table. Your frog might be clear as day, or you might be a little confused as to which problem or task the slimy green toad is. Use these 7 steps to clarify what you want and how to tackle it. Step number 1. Decide exactly what do you want. You should decide what exactly you want, related to your financial life, about your health, related to your relationship and social life, and also be clear about other important aspects of your life, about your goals in it. Step number 2. Think on paper. Only 3% people write their goals on paper. And this habit of 3% people increase the chances of completing their goals more than 5 to 10%. Our brain is not very good at storing data, but it is very good on creating new ideas and information. So try to make a habit of writing all your important and creative ideas on paper. If that's not possible for you all the time, then do it on your mobiles. Step number 3. Make deadlines. After writing all your goals and ideas on paper, give deadline to it for completing any task or work. How important is it to give deadline to it? Otherwise we will keep delaying our work. Step number 4. Make a list. Make a list of all work which needs to be done for achieving your goals. And how that list will be, I will give you more detail on the next principle. Step number 5. Organize the list and make plans. After writing all the work which comes in your mind, and then organize the all written work properly. Make a simple plan that how will you finish that work. About this also, I will give more detail on the next principle. Step number 6. Take action on your plan. After making the plan, take an immediate action. At the end of the action will give you a result, not planning. Step number 7. Resolve yourself to do everything that moves you towards the goal. Read books, learn from mentors. Learn new skill which will help you to complete your goals. Or at least do any work in a day which will bring you one step closer to your goal. These were the 7-step procedure. which is very helpful for your goal setting and for its achievement. This clarity sets the table for productivity to happen. Number 2, plan every day. Plan every day in advance. Time management has a 6P formula, which says, proper prior planning prevents poor performance. Before starting any work, just a few minutes planning can save you a lot of time and can make your work easy and helps you to complete faster without creating a huge problem. Because having no plan can create a huge mess, which will force us to procrastinate. Now let's come on action part. How we should plan things and to take action. For this you have to make few lists, as we did in the earlier principle. For now we will make only 4 lists. First, master list. In a master list you have to write entire goals and targets which you want to do in your life. Like to start your own company, or to do world tour, to make a perfect body, or to do something huge for others, help, etc. Second, monthly list. In this you have to write all the work which needs to be done in a month. And do remember, it should include at least one work, which can help you to complete one of the important tasks from the master list. Third, weekly list. In this you have to write all the work which you need to complete in a week. All those work which can slowly help you to complete your monthly goals. Last list. Fourth, day list. Similarly, in this you will write all the work which you need to finish today, which will help you to complete at least a part of your weekly list. And you should include some of your household work in this list, such as paying bills, shopping, meeting friends, etc. Do remember, always prepare your list in advance, meaning what all work you need to finish tomorrow. That will be your daily list for tomorrow. Make a list of it today at night before going to sleep. Similarly, prepare your weekly, monthly and yearly list in advance. Each night, before you stop working for the day, spend 10 minutes or so organizing and planning the next day. That way, when you start working in the morning, you can get right to the action. Number 3, apply the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule, or the Pareto principle, states that 20% of your actions will result in 80% of your results. That 20% is the frog that you must identify and eat first. It's likely the most complex and difficult task on the list, and also the one that you are most likely to procrastinate on. Your ability to choose between the important and the unimportant is the key determinant of your success in life and work. Number 4, consider the consequences. It is probably easier and more comfortable to not eat whatever frog is on your plate. But if you don't eat that frog, what will happen? Will you get fired? Will you stay overweight and unhappy? Will you still be doing the same job that you hate a year from now? Remember, today I will do what others won't, so tomorrow I can do what they can't. Number 5, practice the ABCDE method. ABCDE is a very simple and effective priority technique, which ensures we utilize our time effectively. After making every list, the next step will be to mark every work with one of the alphabet, like A, B, C, D or E. Mark a work with one of these alphabets. Mark all the important work under the alphabet A. All those work which won't get completed, then you have to face some serious consequences. Under alphabet B, all those work will be marked, which are less important compared to alphabet A work. If it doesn't get completed, it will create some problem. Mark all the work under alphabet C, which is good for us, but it will not give any problem if not completed. Under alphabet D, those work will come which can be done by others. There is no need of doing it by you. Under E, the work which is not necessary to be completed and it will not create any problem and can be eliminated. After marking the work as per the alphabet A, B, C, D, E, then your first and most important priority for you will be to complete the work which is marked under the alphabet A. This task will be like a frog, which needs to be eaten early in the morning without any excuse. Now, if there will be 2 tasks which needs to be completed and is very important, and if it is not completed can create a huge problem. Then mark that to work as an A1 and a 2 and so on. In which a 1 will be the most important work, which needs to be completed before a 2. Think of the frog as your A. It has to get done. It's the 20% that will lead to results. Number 6. Pick out key results. Let's say your goal is to grow a social media following. Your views and likes aren't actually key results. The money that you are earning from that social media following is. You might be focusing on a task that generates lots of views and likes, but no money. Stop that. Focus on the key results, not the vanity metrics. Number 7. Law of forced efficiency. If you only have time to do one thing today, what is the thing that must get done? Focus on that. Focus goes back to the 80-20 rule and knowing what key results will help you to achieve your goals. Most days, getting one key thing done is better than getting 20 small, insignificant things accomplished. Number 8. When it's time to work, work. In Deep Work by Kyle Newport, he talks a lot about preparing your workspace to be productive. He will go as far as turning off his internet, leaving his phone in another room, and wearing soundproof headphones to eliminate all possible distractions. Number 9. Prepare your work ahead of time. Have you ever gotten on a roll doing something and realized you couldn't complete the task because you were missing something? Chances are the second that you get up from your workspace to get that forgotten thing, your momentum will be completely broken and good luck getting it back. They're all information, paper, tools, and materials as a step before really starting to focus. And number 10. Focus on one task at a time. Multitasking is a myth. Human beings aren't able to juggle multiple tasks, ideas, or jobs at one time efficiently. Sure, you can do it, but your productivity and the quality of your work will decrease. Number 11. Develop your skills. Ever feel like you weren't good enough to get a job done? Feelings of inadequacy are one of the leading reasons for procrastination. The best way to tackle this is to continue to learn, whether through books, lectures, or courses, about your field and expertise until you gain confidence to act immediately. Number 12. Use your strengths. Tracy mentions this, and it is one of the key points that Neval Ravakant often mentions. Find what you are uniquely good at, something that is easy for you, but others seem to struggle. If you spend your time perfecting those things, it is likely that people will pay you good. Number 13. What is holding you back? Once a week, check in with yourself. Did you accomplish all the tasks that you sent out to finish? If not, what held you back? When you look at your calendar, there are 10 other things in it each day that pull your focus away. In order to hit your goals, you can add the task of clearing your calendar of unimportant items so that you can focus on writing better. Number 14. Put pressure on yourself. As a student, do you remember the huge pressure that you felt the day before a big exam? You simply couldn't study enough. Try to create a situation where you feel a similar amount of pressure. It's amazing the push of motivation this can give you. Number 15. Find your chronotype. Your chronotype is a fancy way of saying your internal clock. Your internal clock is a fancy way of explaining those of us who are morning people versus late night warriors. And what time of day that you seem to do your best work and schedule your frogs then? Number 16. Be your own cheerleader. There are more and more studies out there showing that optimistic people have an easier time setting and accomplishing goals than pessimists. Optimistic, you can look for solutions to problems that arise, and you can have faith that you'll find a way to accomplish what you set out to achieve. Number 17. Put away your technology devices. When you are trying to focus and really get things done, leave your smartphone in another room, turn off your email notifications, and if you have to, block sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram until you are done. While technology is amazing and definitely has its place, it can also be a gigantic distraction and waste of time. Number 18. Break tasks down. Do you know how to eat an elephant one bite at a time? Same with huge goals and tasks. Break them down into small little pieces and tasks that will take 15 minutes to an. Marking small tasks off a list can be motivational, and it's a good way to make a daunting project. Number 19, schedule time to eat. Because you know that eating the frog is the biggest, hardest task of your day. Make time on your calendar for it. I block off the first 3 hours of my day for the frog. I'm a morning person, and I know this is when I'm at my best, and when I'll have the fewest distractions around me. Number 20, find your flow. Everyone's optimal work time and environment is a little bit different. Experiment with different lighting, times of day, music, chairs, and other factors that may affect your ability to find your flow. And last, 21, finish what you start. When you sit down to do a task, don't get up until it's done. If it's too big to do in one sitting, then you should probably break it down into 2 or 3 more manageable items. This is also a motivational tool. You know that each time you get up, you've checked something else off the list. Remember, one of the very worst uses of time is to do something very well that need not be done at all. Friends, I have shared this principle with you all from the book Eat That Frog by Tracy, which helps you to understand importance of time management and helps avoiding procrastination by showing many practical ways. We hope it helps you be more productive and accomplish your goals. Thank you friends, for your valuable time. Subscribe the channel to watch more interesting videos. Please do share, like and comment.